One of the example that I'll take is based on retardation and let's say negative acceleration. So let's say a body, I'll write it here, retardation and deceleration. Deceleration is what? Negative acceleration. So I'll take it as example 1. So I'm making sure that the representation is clear so that when you see the videos, you don't get confused. So we're trying to find, we're taking an example which will make us understand the difference between retardation and deceleration, because that has been the question right from the previous class. Now let's see. I'll say the question is a body moving at 20 meter per second, right? First, retards at, I'll say, has, first part of question, retardation of 5 meter per second square. Find its velocity after 5 seconds, right? This is one. Now B has deceleration of 5 meter per second square. Find its velocity after 5 seconds. Got it? So, this will actually clarify the doubt that you people have regarding retardation and deceleration. So the question says a body moving at 20 meter per second has retardation of 5 meter per second square. Find its velocity after 5 seconds. First case. Second case, a body moving at 20 meter per second has deceleration of 5 meter per second square. Find its velocity after 5 seconds. Okay, so let me see who comes up with the answer. You have full 3 minutes to solve this question. Now, applying brakes on a car, does that give retardation or deceleration? Applying brakes on a car, does that give retardation or deceleration? Yes? You're going at some velocity, you apply brake.
So both.
Okay, it gives both. If it gives both, then I can say both of them are same, right? We are trying to find the difference between them. If I have to say that only one of them is correct, which one be your option? Would it be retardation or deceleration? You're moving in a car, you press the brakes. Then is your car retarding or decelerating? Okay.
Decelerating.
So retarding would be more appropriate word. Of course, we can say deceleration also, because till some point of time, it doesn't make a difference whether it is decelerating or accelerating, right? So if it is decelerate, if it is retarding, I'll just do it here. If it is retarding, what is acceleration due to retardation? Can I say minus 5 meter per second square? Right? Acceleration due to retardation is how much? Minus 5 meter per second square. So after how much time its velocity would become 0? That means after how much time would car stop? And I want you to tell me after how much time would the car stop? First case, I'm taking an example of retardation to be a car moving at 20 meter per second and brakes are applied. If the brake produce an retardation of minus 5 meter per second square, after how much time would the car stop? So it would stop after 4 seconds. So how do we get it? So we say V equal to 0. So I have V equal to U plus AT. That would give me 0 equal to 20 plus minus 5 into T, which will give me T equal to 20 by 5. That is 4 seconds. After 4 seconds, let's see, this body stops. Now after that, what will happen? While pressing the brakes with a greater force, would it make the body to come back or move? If the body has stopped, if the car has stopped at 4 seconds, what will be the velocity at 5 seconds?
So minus 5 meter per second.
Why is it minus 5 meter per second?
So because the body is decelerating.
No, it is retarding, right? So
It's
let's
retarding.
forget about retardation or deceleration. You're applying brakes. The body stops. You're not accelerating anyway. I mean, again. So will the body start moving again or it will remain at rest?
So it should remain at rest.
All of you are getting it? So it should remain at rest. Fine. So what would be velocity at 5 seconds? So if it is at rest, what should be velocity at 5 seconds?
So it should be 0.
So it should be 0. You got it? So if the body is retarding, what would be the velocity of the body after 5 seconds? It would be 0. The body, after body stops, it wouldn't move again. So that's the meaning of retardation. You're applying brakes, the body stops. Unless and until you turn the car back and again accelerate, it will not move. So deceleration only talks about retardation till the body stops. Application of brake or something, right? So retardation is generally due to an external force which is opposite to the motion. And that is a reaction. We'll discuss in detail when we talk about Newton's laws. So that's a reaction, and reaction can only oppose something which is there. It cannot create something of its own. So what will happen? Due to retardation, the body would stop. Once the body stops, there would be no more motion. So what will be velocity at 5 seconds here? Velocity at t equal to 5 seconds is equal to how much? 0. Now we are coming to the second part. Second part, what is acceleration? Deceleration. Deceleration is how much? Minus 5. So I can write a equal to minus 5 meter per second square. So what is time? Time is 5 seconds. I want to find velocity. I can use the formula v equal to u plus 80. Substitute it. So what is v? What is u? 20 plus a is minus 5 into t is 5. We get v equal to 20 minus 25. V equal to minus 5 meter per second. So what does minus 5 meter per second say? That means if initial velocity was 20 meter per second in this direction, final velocity is 5 meter per second opposite. So here it is deceleration. What is happening in deceleration? Even after the body stops, the acceleration continues to act. So that's why the body starts moving in opposite direction. I hope that clarifies the difference between retardation and deceleration. Anytime less than 4 seconds, it doesn't make a difference whether it is deceleration or retardation. It is same. Only after the velocity becomes 0, there is a difference between deceleration and retardation.